guys, so I'm going to start this off with an intro. Well, it obviously is an intro, but a little explanation as to where I've been. There's a reason why I've not posted for months and months and months. You know I've never been 100% good at like recording videos and at posting them and stuff. But I've been taking a break recently because I've been sorting out my depression and things like that. That's the first, well no, that's not the first reason, okay. The first reason is my niece, Maddie, she passed away in July. That's what this video is about. Let me just continue. So yeah, I've been away because of that and because of my depression and stuff that's happening with me and my partner, which, just so you know, I haven't been 100% away. I did upload a video the other day, but I made it unlisted because my partner didn't want it live yet until he'd done something, and then it can be live so everyone can see it. You'll understand that when you see it, when I do get to actually put it live. Okay, so I have no idea what I'm titling this video yet, but here's a trigger warning. If you are scared of death and don't like to talk about things like that, then you should probably not watch this. And that's because I am going to talk about Maddie, really. I'm just kind of gonna rant about it. So Maddie, she passed away in the afternoon of July the 1st, 2016. She passed away peacefully in her sleep in my daughter's bedroom in the travel cot. It was a Friday morning. I know that because well, it was a Friday afternoon. I know that because my daughter goes to her dad's house on Friday, and that's the only time that Maddie would sleep in her room, because obviously she's not there. All I know is I was laid in my bed watching Netflix, and my brother just was banging on my door really loudly, and he was like, "You need to come, she's dead now." I was just like, what? And it's like, me and my brother have like a sick sense of humour, so I kind of like, in the back of my head was just like, is he joking? I don't understand. And he was just like, Meme's gone. Meme is the name we gave her, obviously, well, the nickname we gave her, and he was just like, Meme's gone, she's dead. And because I was like in bed like naked, which is why my door was locked, which is why he banged and didn't open the door. So I like rushed to get dressed and I ran out, and he'd laid her on the floor and she was completely still. She was completely blue apart from this part of her face, which still had a little bit of like whiteness in it, her skin tone. And I touched her and she was completely cold. So I called the ambulance and I shouted down the phone. I was like, my niece is dead. And then we had this whole discussion on the phone, and obviously I was just like, can you just hurry up? Basically. And then as soon as they said they were sending somebody around, I gave my phone to my brother and I literally ran. And if you know me, you know I'm a big girl. I am not athletic at all. I cannot run. So, and I have asthma, bear that in mind as well. So I ran down the road. Luckily my one doesn't work far, but I ran. It took me about 10 minutes to get there just because I'm lazy really, but I tried my best to run in the middle of crying. I was in my pyjamas. I got dressed into my pyjamas, so I ran down the street in my pyjamas. And I was in the middle of having an asthma attack, and everyone was asking me what was wrong, and I was just like frantically running, and I ran in, and she was like, is everything okay? And I was like, no. And I told her, I was like, she's dead, she's gone. And then she didn't, like, in the back of her head as well, she didn't believe me. She just thought that I was overreacting because that's a different story, but she just thought I was overreacting, not like in a bad way, but she knew obviously something was wrong. So she basically went, I'm leaving, got a coat and a bag, and she ran home. And by the time we got home, there was an ambulance outside my house and 2 police cars and an ambulance response, like those little ambulance car things. And well, when we got back, she was in the ambulance and they were trying to make her breathe, and it just wasn't happening. So they ended up rushing her to the hospital. My mum went in the ambulance and I stayed to talk to the police officers and to see if my brother was okay, because my brother refused. He just couldn't do it. You could just tell how heartbroken he was. But my brother just couldn't go, so he stayed upstairs in his room and basically cried the whole time. and I kept going in to check, and then the police officer got one of my friends to come around to comfort me, and honestly, our family hasn't been the same since then. So she passed away. I think the official time of death was like 4 o'clock. So, well, it was like, it was around 4 p.m. I think. Oh no, sorry, it was around 5 p.m. because she was found at around 4. That's when he banged on my door. Yeah, she died of cot death, and she's obviously had the funeral and everything, and she's been put to rest. She's been put to rest for quite a while now. I'm not sure what else to go into about this, just because it's already getting long. She was almost a year old. She died 17 days before her first birthday. We'd all bought her some presents, obviously for her birthday. I bought her a little outfit, which you can't see, but it is in the background, hung up over there. And a pair of shoes, and my brother bought her loads of stuff like shoes, clothes, toys, things like that. My brother still got a cot up in his room. And honestly, like I said, this family hasn't been the same, this house hasn't been the same, our lives haven't been the same, and our lives will never be the same again. Like I said, I don't know why I'm recording this really. I think I just want to get it off my chest, and I don't know what I'm going to call this yet, but I'm going to go before I cry too much. Sorry if that triggered anybody, but I did kind of give you a warning, so yeah. Rest in peace, I guess. Thanks for watching if you did, and if you didn't then you haven't seen this anyway. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.